Mad Wolf here, and how are you guys doing? I have my trusty 8-bit do SNES controller here that I use for my Switch. Well, Arctic on my Switch. Mostly because the Joy-Con actually does hurt my hand. I don't know why. It just every time I play with the Joy-Con controller, it just really cramps it down. So I use the 8-bit do SNES, the SN30, SF30. My bad. Play games. And in case you're wondering what I'm going to be doing, well, it's a kind of a modern hit. It's called Hollow Knight, and yeah, it has been out for a while. In case you guys are wondering, well, why haven't I played it already? Because it is kind of a modern classic and whatnot. And have I been living under a rock? Well, yes, I have, out in the ass end of nowhere. So, let's go ahead and give it a try. In wilds beyond they speak your name with reverence and regret. For none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch you taught we change base instincts were redeemed. A world you gave to Bug, and at least they had never dreamed. From Elegy for Halloweenist by Monamam the Teacher. I think that's it. Awaken, awaken, take the land that must be taken. Whee! Ow. Okay, cool. So I can use the D-pad. Doesn't look like... Oh, okay, there's... Yeah. But I can't wall jump, it looks like. And yeah, there might be some like audio delay because it is being captured through an HDMI capture device. But... Smashy, smashy, smashy. Wait a minute. And yeah, I don't know much about this other than it is a quote Metroidvania game, and yes, I actually am not a fan of that term. It kind of implies like Metroid and Castlevania have the same gameplay, which they do to a point. The original Castlevania games actually were nothing like Metroid. They were just kind of action-adventure games, side-scrolling action-adventures in spec. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. With great strength marks you against us. Focus your soul and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Collect soul by striking enemies. Once enough souls collected, hold 8 focus soul and heal. Kind of remind me of Ori and the Blind Forest, which another Metroid-esque game, which actually came out after Hollow Knight. The art style is really good. It kind of puts me out of the feeling that I'm playing a video game. Unfortunately, that's really the only negative thing I can say about having games that look this crisp with the art, because it feels more like I'm watching a cartoon rather than playing a video game, and it kind of takes me out of that experience, I guess. Oh, he looks up and down. Break down the walls of Hollow Nest. Dirtmouth, the fading town. Listen. The town's fallen quiet, you see. atmosphere, headed down that well, one by one, into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. Whisper, I am narrating. It's not always about you, cat. Forgotten Crossroads. It'd be nice if I had a map. Do I have a map? Crap! I guess it doesn't save my game when I go into the inventory. Pilgrim's Way. Travelers of Hollowness descend through verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at the kingdom's heart. There all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. Ah! Oh shit, I just realized the microphone is all the way over there.
Oops! Whisper, you're doing it again.
Sorry everybody if the sound was a little awkward. I forgot to get the microphone away from the computer. So, sorry about that.
Hey, Whisper. Meow.
Fall down the hole. Oh, good. Now we're playing Luigi's Mansion.
Mario.
Come down to explore these beautiful old rooms. Don't mind me. I'm a fondness for exploring myself, getting lost and finding our way again. It's a pleasure like no other. You and I'm a photographer by trade, and I'm working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? Yes. Oh, I hit B, not A. Damn you, Nintendo, putting B's before the A's. Get back, you spawn of Satan! Oh, I can't kill it. That's not a good sign. I'm dead. Okay. Foul worm things. Alright, I hope I'm going a way somewhere. Die, bug. Shoot. Oh, I do believe it was somewhere over here in which I died. Spoopy. Ooh. I thought it was like Dark Souls where I get my stuff, but apparently... Ooh. So I guess I don't want to go that way. Don't eat me, vile death worms! Not eating my succulent bug body! Okay, so it is kind of like Dark Souls, but
Not really? So yeah, one of the cool things that I like about games like this is they encourage you to explore and just find out what's going on here and what's doing this. But unlike most of them, this one, the map it shows you the map. It looks like you kind of have to figure out for yourself where you are, what turns you've taken, etc., etc. For example, I am somewhere in that like lumpy area to the side of the mushroom chamber thing. Oh, good. There's another one because I didn't get enough of you last time. Yay! I'm so thrilled that my friend is back. Please don't spawn another two. Thank you. Smashy, 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 smashy. Smashy, smashy, smash, smashy, smash, smashy, smash, smashy, smashy, smash, smashy, smash, smash, smash. Death worms. Big bad death worms. Mosquito. Die, mosquito. Yeah, jump. But yeah, I like games where it's like they kind of throw you in and they kind of, they don't need like 2 hour long stories to explain it to you. You have to kind of figure it out. Not really figure it out as you go along, but there's kind of a world of mystery. Like, aside from being in a world of bugs, I don't know much about this place, who I am, what I'm doing, etc., etc. And, sometimes in the old days, back in my day, if you have an instruction manual, it will tell you a little bit of backstory, but like, I don't know, maybe 2 paragraphs, and, to just get you interested. But they don't really do that anymore. But I don't know. I mean, like, I'm like, okay, I kind of wonder what's going on. The old guy said, this place invokes madness. So, if I have any indication, I would say Cthulhu has been busy. Thought I just heard some sighing. Who sighed? Where am I? Say I'm up here, I think. Wait a minute. It's a big thing. Hi, dude. Oh, crap! Okay, I'm leaving. Where am I? Okay. And I should be... Yeah, I'm here. Climb. Oh, climb. Okay. Wayward Compass. Highly recommended. If you're having trouble finding your way in the maze of rooms below us, try this charm. Pinpoint your location on your map. Incredibly helpful for finding your bearings in unfamiliar locations. That's good. Thing there. So we're going to go back down. Okay. And let's see, what is this? Oh. You're a big boy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Bruise the mother. Okay, so you're not a boy at all. And you're just smacking yourself in the ceiling. Come on. I don't know how many hit points you have, but I just want you to die because you're freaking me out right now. You're just smashing yourself into the ceiling and the floor. What kind of sick mother are you? Oh, I think I killed it. Good. And you're just splooging all over the place. Yay. Now I suck all your geodes. and it looks like you have a lot of crap inside of you. Oh. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Your babies are ugly. Hello, my dark and evil twin. Are you having a good time in the pit? I am here to relieve you. That actually wasn't that hard. Now this damn thing with the baby spawning. I don't want you to spawn any babies. And you spawn some. Traitorous cur. There, oh crap. See, I'm dying again. Alright, heal myself. So what's cool is like when your dark spirit guy comes out and you gotta fight him, your like vase thing holding your healing soul juice stuff actually is like broken. So you are not in full capacity, which is a challenge. Let's see, jump. And gotcha. Get this guy. Ah! Curse you, Skeeto, baby. Gotcha. And I get your stuff. Oh, you're just a dead little thing, and I didn't do it this time. Okay, ascend. Ascend to the heavens. Hello, lonesome wife person. I'm not very good at Simlish, so I'm just gonna... Okay. Use these pins mark shopkeepers. Okay. So, alright. And I am just gonna go out here, and I'm gonna go to this bench, so I can take a little nappy. Boop! Nappy. Alrighty. Okie dokie. So yeah, that was Mad Wolf playing Hollow Knight. I think I might have said Shovel Knight earlier. If I did, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cause any confusion. I was playing Hollow Knight, not Shovel Knight. Interesting game. I mean, the art style is very monochromic, kind of, because of black and white, and they're trying to show like this dark and beautiful world of insects. Yay, because insects are exciting, but it's a fun little game. Very true to the style of like Metroid, Axiom Verge, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, I believe it's called. It might be a different Bloodstained game. But yeah, very reminiscent of those, quote, Metroidvania games once again. I hate that term because Castlevania wasn't always like Metroid. It wasn't until Castlevania Symphony of the Night. But that's a different review rant thing for a different time. Maybe if I play the Castlevania games or Metroid or something like that. It's interesting. You know, it's another interesting thing because, you know, when people mention the Metroid style games, Resident Evil also really comes to mind. Resident Evil and Alone in the Dark, because despite being 3D and being part of the survival horror genre, which I always looked at horror as a theme, and horror, no matter what, is something you're trying to survive against, you know. And even stuff like Five Nights at Freddy's, you're trying to survive against it. And a completely different gameplay than, say, Resident Evil. But Resident Evil, playing the classic of games, not say Resident Evil 5 or 6 or even 4, but those games, even those, you know, the fact that you're constantly going to new rooms, exploring those, finding out where this key goes or what this little puzzle piece unlocks, you know, stuff like that. For me, it's very reminiscent of like Metroid. Axiom Verge is the same way. The biggest difference between, say, Alone in the Dark / Resident Evil and Metroid was originally a 2D platform game that utilized that same kind of mechanic. But Alone in the Dark, which did it before Resident Evil, was 3D polygons, pre-rendered backgrounds, etc., etc. So it looks different, but for me it's like it's different in in just a graphical perspective, kind of like the difference of, say, Mario 64 versus Super Mario World. It's like, no, they're both platform games. It's just the perspective of 2D versus 3D that's different. And honestly, like I said, I mean, this is very reminiscent of 2D Metroid and Ori, Ori and the Blind Forests. I'm getting a little tired right now, so it's a little hard to think. But yeah, so it's nifty, and I'm intrigued with the story and whatnot. So it's like $15 on Switch right now, and it's also available on PC, I believe PS4. You know, lots of consoles and computer, to play it on. I just happen to have the Switch version because, I like playing games on the go at times. And, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, and definitely a game I'll probably go back to. If you did like this video, if I turned you on to something new and different, maybe you've never seen Hollow Knight before, then drop a like my way. If you're a new viewer, hey, subscription would be appreciated. Not required. You don't have to do that. But, it would be appreciated. And if you have friends who might be interested in these kind of videos, be sure to share it with them. If you want to show additional love and support, be sure to check out my Patreon page. For only $1 a month, you get excerpts from my stories, my artwork, stuff like that. You also get cool shoutouts like the ever awesome Painted Dog, who is doing her Twitch and Twitter thing, showcasing her own artwork. And until I see you guys in the next show, just remember, stay cool.